And now, some battery-saving tips.
Hello, I'm Professor Yuasa, and I'd like to talk to you about the positives and the negatives of batteries.
Hi, I'm Scott Hardy, also known as Uncle Mullet. I'm a rider coach here in Austin, Texas. Some of my satisfied students at TotalRider.com. How can I make my batteries last longer? We all know what this means. What about this? Engine off, key off. Red button for safety, key off to save the battery. As we know, T-clocks is important, but we don't have to do it in that actual order. In motorcycle familiarization, it's not necessary to turn on and drain that battery. I was just draining the battery. Encourage your students to find the location of the key, turn it on, and then off. And here's a great tip that I learned. I think I got this from Sue. Ooh, look, turkey vulture. Sorry, ADHD. Let's say we have a student who is dumping the clutch, has clutch issues, and that bike has a weak battery. Let's take a rider that has better clutch skills, switch them out. It could save the battery. How long have I been laying in this parking lot? Wait a minute. That vulture is circling! Some of them don't even have headlights or signals, so why should we drain our batteries? Speaking of which, high and low beam. Leave it in low. Some of these actually go off when you leave it in low. I like those bikes. Did I ever send Liz that incident report? Okay, hey, I just realized that one thing that drains our batteries is because the order of find C. It's just a handy way to remember it. The reality is it doesn't have to be in that order, because as soon as we put ignition second, time. They're finding neutral, looking for the engine cutoff switch. Yeah, more time. So I think C-Finney would be more efficient. Put the choke on first, then the fuel, then the engine cutoff switch, neutral, and make ignition one of the last things. One of the keys to saving batteries is the key is the last in the start procedure. I just came up with that.
Hello, I'm George W. Bush. Find C is American and C-Finney is what the Italians do. That's why their batteries last longer.
Now, of course, putting the bike away for storage should remove the key. First day, I have a bad habit of doing that. I know I'm going to be the next person in. I know I turned it off, so I would leave them in on my first day. I'm going to stop doing that now because there's still the chances of missing a step. And some ignitions will let you pull the key out and it'll still be in like a park position or on. I like to tap the horn because all of the horns work, so a little horn tap will let you know that it is truly, truly off. They've got fluid in it. There's acid. Well, and you can add distilled water, but check the levels. It can be a little bit of a challenge to look in there, but check the fluid levels of the battery. That has a lot to do with its life too. Am I wearing a different hat? And listen, batteries have a lifespan, okay? But we can make them last longer. We certainly can. But there's a point when a battery has just simply lived its life. Who's perfect? I'm not. Anyone who's worked with me knows that. But together we are. And when we learn from one another, we just get better. And in the words of John Elliott, yay! TotalRider.com.
Every day, a motorcycle battery dies. And that's a shame, because it's preventable. Let's band together and save the batteries.
It's time to save the batteries, oh yeah, save the batteries. It's time to save the batteries, oh yeah, save the batteries today.
I sure hope everybody got a charge out of that video. What?